Hello everybody, I am Jedi Jack Penguin and welcome back to another LEGO Star Wars review. A little later than I anticipated getting the set, but still regardless, I now finally have it. This is set number 75330, Dagobah Jedi Training Diorama. This set includes 1,000 pieces for the price of $79.99. So wait, it actually got a $10 price increase last August, making it $89.99 if you're to find it in a store today. Honestly, I prefer that $80 price, though I paid $50 for this at a flea market. This released back on April 26th of 2022. Just a fun fact that LEGO released this on the weirdest date. Thank God this year they're releasing sets on May 1st and not on some weird April day. But looking at the box art, it is a little dinged up. Again, I got this for $50 at a flea market, which I felt was a good price at the time. It is brand new and sealed, which is why I ended up buying it, and just because the price was so much better, and I didn't even know this got a $10 price increase when I bought it. Now with this being an 18+ set, you get that black box art, your logo, specialized logo for this, the Dagobah Jedi Training, and your main picture of the set with a faint sort of light in the background there. Moving to the back of the box to get another angle of this diorama, your dimensions for it, as well as some scenes from the film, and also just some more lifestyle pictures, which is interesting to see them include. Unfortunately, LEGO does not learn their lesson when it comes to 18+ sets and includes these push tabs, which I am going to use because I probably will be throwing this box out just because it's a little too damaged to keep. Honestly, I am surprised that there are 6 numbered bags in this set. LEGO saying they want to be environmentally friendly, but then turning around and including a full bag of these translucent green pieces. I'm not really looking forward to this part, but still it's just really interesting to see the amount of detail that they're putting into this set. But anyways, getting back on track, your instructions mimic the front of the box, which is nice, I guess. This might have even been before they started trying to not mimic the front of the box, which is interesting. QR code from the side. Back you get just this plain black look. Win information for 18+ sets, piece count for a few pages there. No other advertisements because I guess they didn't want to have anything else leak, or they don't do that in 18+ sets. What we actually get from the front of 18+ sets though are these little tidbits of information about the set, and even just showing the designer of this set who said this information, which is really nice of them to include it. And you get it in a few different languages, some stills from the film, and this goes on for a few more pages talking about Empire Strikes Back. For our first minifigure, we have Luke Skywalker, who is brand new and exclusive with new prints for the legs, torso, and even the facial expression there, which is really great to see that they went all out for an 18+ display set. Love the leg printing, love the torso printing there, the printing the flesh tone there. Works very well and is much better than they've done on any figures in the past. Back printing there to define his character some more, and as I said, a double-sided facial expression, which works very well for just a training Luke figure where we have just this sort of confused, tired look from the front, and when we spin that right around, we have one where he's trying to use the Force to get his X-Wing out of the swamp, and I love how we get this closed eye, focused facial expression. I think it's something that a lot of people will really like about this set. It gives us a facial expression that I don't think will ever appear again on another Luke minifigure, because it just feels like something that's unique and special to make this particular moment. Next, we have Master Yoda using those smaller legs because he's a shorter character. Get a little walking stick for his accessory. Torso print is brand new for this set, and I believe will appear again over in the summer of 2023, if I'm not mistaken. Back printing there. Headpiece is the same exact one that we got back in 2013, where you get the printing for the eyes, and also the printing for the hair on the very back of the head, and you can also play around with the ears a little bit. You get a softer plastic than you would for any other custom head mold, so that I do appreciate, just so then the ears don't break off with them being a little bit smaller than that rounded shape for the head. And probably the highlight minifigure for this set is going to be R2-D2, which LEGO did not need to go all out with this, but they did. We get a all muddied up, swamp covered R2-D2 minifigure with a brand new print for that body piece, as well as that dome for the head. Get the regular old connection for the legs there, which swing back and forth on their Technic connections. But something really amazing that LEGO did as of 2022 is that they finally made back prints for astromech droids, which I don't know why they didn't put it on Obi-Wan's astromech, but R2 is currently the only one that actually has these specialized back prints, and you can see over here that we get that muddied up back look for R2 in this set. There is also a regular version of R2 with both the front and back printing, which I believe only comes in 2 other sets at the moment. One other thing I do have to point out is the fact that the misaligning of the prints is still a problem when it comes to R2-D2. It is unfortunate that quality control can't fix this problem. I don't know how they would, but I know I'm not the only one who's having this particular problem where the prints are slightly slanted on these dome pieces for R2-D2 minifigures. It's not a big deal for me when looking at it from the front, but if you look at it from any other angle and you just see that it dips down a little bit lower than it should, it's just not something that really should be happening in an 18+ display set. I'm sorry, it's something that I have to complain about as someone who's spending, who would spend $90 on this set. This is a $90 set. It shouldn't have printing problems like this. I'm sorry, it's just something that I have to point out. As a whole, I find this a really, really fun set, and just love how all of these figures fit into the scene. Of course, would love to get more minifigures, but this is all we need for this scene. So I'm fine with it. It's great. It's wonderful. First things first, we have our quote tiles here. We have our 2x6 tile with our quote,
"Do or do not. There is no try."
Which is for sure one of the more memorable quotes in Star Wars, so I love that they were able to include that. We also get this 2x4 tile print for the LEGO Star Wars logo, which you'll also see in some of the other diorama sets. Probably one of the more intense building techniques or just situations in this set is all of these 1x1 tile pieces and all these 1x1 plate pieces being used in studs even, and just circular tile pieces. It's crazy to see the amount of 1x1s that were put into this set. I think it definitely works well just to create like the look of the swamp underneath the water. You also use a lot of different colored pieces just to get this sort of textured look, which is really cool. I love how they were able to do that, though this is definitely one of the more interesting building techniques in the set. If you're not someone who likes, say, the LEGO art sets, this set is probably not going to be fun for you, this particular section. I also want to talk about this small piece of the X-Wing, which I don't know how this works as far as like sizing and everything, though I would really love to see like the full size of this X-Wing at some point, just to see how small they can actually get it in minifigure scale. But this actually looks really neat. You also get an exclusive print, I believe, which currently only comes in this one set. Would love to see them maybe even use that in an X-Wing set in the future, though I'm not saying I want another X-Wing for just a few more years, hopefully. Also really like the attention to detail with all of the different plants here. I love getting this piece over here, this top piece in that tan color. That's really interesting to get. These stem pieces. You may notice we have this trans-clear piece. This is to represent Luke when he's trying to stand on his head. Had to switch that facial expression to make it work a bit better. We get a snake in this set. I do kind of wish that we got some seagulls. I think that would have been really funny. We get some boxes and a little light and everything, some of the accessories that Luke brings onto Dagobah, and just lots and lots of brown and tan and dark green to represent the tree area in which Yoda lives in his little hut, which is also just very, very detailed in terms of using a lot of these smaller pieces just to create a lot of the different curves and such. I love the entrance, how we use these pieces over here in the tan color, and also the top here where we use one of these circular pieces, which was introduced in LEGO Video, so it's great to see that that made its way into here. We have some smoke coming out of the chimney over here from when Yoda's cooking. And when you turn this all the way around, it does look a little bit ugly, and you get a small, teeny tiny baby interior for Yoda's hut. We have a little pot with some soup and a little fire over there, which would have been nice to see a light brick there, but not really necessary. You get Yoda's lightsaber, which doesn't come with a blade, and a tiny spot for you to put Yoda where he's supposed to sleep, and honestly, it's too small to even really get him to fit in there. We also have this translucent blue pyramid piece in the background, which you may notice. I think that may represent like a holocron or something. I think that's really interesting. Again, very, very small, not a lot going on in this interior. It's really hard to see because it's dark in there, but it works. It's fine. Honestly, most people will display this set from the front, obviously, just because you get that full scene, again, with the quote, and just, it's fun to place your minifigures outside the situation. I think LEGO did a great job choosing what characters came in this set, because this is really all we need, because these are the only characters that are actually in the set. I know some people were kind of speculating when this was rumored that we could potentially get the, like, evil Darth Vader with Luke's face in it for an 18+ set. I think that would have been really cool to see that included in some way, shape, or form, but as far as just getting Yoda's hut and everything, I think this works very well. A lot of people are not going to like all of these 1x1s here, but I think that it's amazing that LEGO was able to create like the texture in the water and everything underneath it. I just think that's something really necessary. It's something that really brings up the price, having all of these 1x1 pieces, and makes this look like it's not a lot in the set, but really it helps in making this look like an amazing display piece and something that collectors will for sure want to add to their collection. So yeah, that's all that I have to say for this video. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below, what your thoughts are on this set. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon so every time I upload a new video. So yeah, that's it for now, and I will see you next time. Bye!